Do you want to know, ironically, who dislikes me the most sometimes?
Who?
Myself.
Oh, me too. Oh.
There's so many things that infuriate me about this clip. So I imitated the, how do you find the courage to keep being the joy with her? It was so cringy, her fake smile as they're both kneeling on the ground. And then the floor feels safer. Maybe I should do the next presidential debate from the floor.
Hollywood is getting stranger by the day. Once beloved actress Drew Barrymore has taken a turn, and not in a way anyone expected. Candace Owens is ready to spill the tea, and she's not holding back. Why does Candace think Drew's brand of feminism has turned into a punchline? Stick around, because we're diving headfirst into the collision of celebrity, activism, and identity politics in Tinseltown. Remember Drew Barrymore? The sweet little girl from E.T., the charming lead in Never Been Kissed and 50 First Dates? She was America's sweetheart, relatable, quirky, lovable. But lately, things have taken a bizarre turn. These days, she's going viral not for her acting chops but for kneeling, literally, to trans activists on her talk show. Yes, really. Drew launched her own daytime talk show, and with it came a whole new version of her public persona. But instead of fun and relatable, we're getting awkward and overly emotional. One moment she's overly bubbly, the next she's crying over houseplants. It's uncomfortable to watch, like a slow-motion car crash where the vehicle is Drew's career and the impact is her increasingly desperate attempt to stay relevant. And the numbers don't lie. Viewership is slipping, and audiences seem more confused than captivated. The question is, what happened? How did Drew go from beloved Hollywood icon to a symbol of performative wokeness? The answer might be simpler than it seems. In trying so hard to be progressive, Drew seems to have lost her sense of self, and her sense of what made her entertaining in the first place. She's bending over backward to avoid offending anyone, but in doing so, she's alienating everyone. And that's not just cringe, it's career-threatening.
I'm sorry, I just realized that I'm sitting on the floor with Drew.
I'm so happy to be doing this. Thank you for joining me on the floor. The floor always feels safer.
It feels nice.
That was the cringiest part. Oh my God, I can't. And for the listening audience, what made the clip controversial is Drew Barrymore got down on her knees and seemed to be praying at the transgender altar, which is trans women are coming into our locker rooms and our sports and our bathrooms and our colleges and so on and taking over.
Here's the cold, hard truth. Drew Barrymore's obsession with staying woke is tanking her career. Talk shows are supposed to be light, fun, and entertaining, an escape from the non-stop moralizing we get everywhere else. But Drew's show? It's starting to feel more like a weekly struggle session than a source of joy. And audiences are tuning out. Fast. Let's be real, no one watches daytime TV to see a host bow down, literally, to every activist who walks on set. It's awkward. It's performative. And above all, it's exhausting. But Drew isn't alone. What we're seeing is just a symptom of something bigger, a full-blown woke epidemic spreading through Hollywood like a California wildfire. And trust me, the damage is just as devastating.
I'm a feminist, but I was just wondering, how do you differentiate between the extremism that exists in feminism as it does across, multiple different ideologies?
It's a great question. So what you have to realize about the left when you talk about extremism is they hack words that once had real meaning and they take them for their own nefarious goals, right? So they'll say racism. And I blame feminists for almost every ill that we have right now because they've encouraged people not to act as a woman and they bash men all the time. And I think that they have contributed the most to the breakdown of family in terms of an ideology.
But amidst the chaos, there's one person Hollywood can't silence, and they've definitely tried. Enter Candace Owens. She's the anti-woke firebrand turning the entertainment industry upside down. While Drew Barrymore is literally on her knees, Candace is standing tall, and Hollywood elites hate it. They've tried to cancel her more times than anyone can count, but every attempt just makes her stronger.
Had a racial discrimination lawsuit, and you received $50,000 from your school as a result of this. And you've recently claimed that, racism isn't, such a big deal. So are you interested in perhaps giving that money back, or like what's the plan there?
I do just want to tell you that, because it's remarkable to me that I wrote about this extensively in my book, and people always think this is a gotcha. They're like, gotcha, this happened to you in high school. Yeah, it's actually the reason I am conservative, is because of this thing that happened to me in high school. Obviously had too much to drink, and got 3 people who I had never heard of or met, to leave really horrific racist messages. Now, I've never once said that racist.
It's like a game of whack-a-mole, and Candace? She's the mole that always pops back up swinging. The irony? Candace used to be a liberal. Now she's the loudest voice calling out the hypocrisy, the contradictions, and the flat-out nonsense coming from the celebrity class. And she's not holding back. She's armed with facts, backed by stats, and totally unbothered by who gets offended. Turn on the TV, and you'll see it for yourself. While Hollywood celebrities are busy virtue signaling and apologizing for existing, Candace is out there dropping truth bombs, and viewers are loving it. Her following is exploding because she's saying what a lot of everyday people are thinking but are too afraid to say. Here's the